This is the foundation primer that I've moved on since I finished my other one. This is the Laura Mercier foundation primer in Radiance. I love using this stuff. I don't really find that using it as a primer is what I like. I just like it because it leaves a lovely dewy glow on my skin, and I'm just in love with that lately. So I have dry skin, like I've said 450,000 times before, so I don't naturally get that, so I have to fake it. And then while I was going through and reorganizing my makeup recently, I found the L'Oreal Magic Smooth Souffle. Souffle? Is that how you pronounce that? This kind of stuff. It's in the shade Creamy Natural. It's slightly dark, but I think if I do a little bit of self-tanning, I think it'll be just fine. So I really don't have a lot left in here. I'll be surprised if this lasts me the entire week, because with this I'm probably going to have to blend it slightly down my neck with like a kabuki brush or something, just so I blend in well if I'm not self-tanning. So this should be gone at the end of the week. I've had this around for so long. I actually purchased this over a year ago, I think. It was probably about a year ago from, oh, what is her name? I know her name's not really Elle Fowler or whatever, but, you know, her from YouTube. I bought it off her recommendation, and I don't even think they make this anymore. I don't recommend it. It's not a very good foundation. Okay, on to concealers. I have two as usual. So this one is no surprise. It's the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW20. Just using this because it is part of my Project Pan. So I put this one on down underneath my foundation. So I'll put the primer on first, then the concealer, and then my foundation. And then I'll use this e.l.f. Well, I'm going to be using this week. This is the e.l.f. HD Lifting Concealer. This is in the shade Fair. I actually found this at TJ Maxx, and it was for like $2.40 or something. So I was like, well, I've always wanted to try this, and I might as well get it for like 60 cents cheaper than it is at the store. So there you go. This is slightly yellow based, but I find that it works all right. Underneath my eyes, like right in this region here, because I do have some dark circles that are slightly blue, but it's just like right in this area here. So like I said, it's got a slight yellow tinge to it, but that's okay. So that's it right there. You can definitely tell quite yellow compared to my skin tone. I think I have like a neutral cool undertones to my skin, so that's probably why that's quite yellow on me. Okay, and then for powder, I'm not quite sure if I'm going to need a powder to go over that foundation, but if I do, I have the Revlon Nearly Naked, I was going to say foundation, but it's a powder. This is in the shade number 10, which is Fair, and I'm just trucking through this powder. I don't know, this does have half of the amount of powder that I'm typically used to, but even if I don't use like a foundation on my face, I always use a powder. Just because, you know, I can throw on a little bit of concealer and then put some powder on and it's okay. Because I don't typically have problem areas on my skin very often unless I have a product that makes me break out, and I don't really have that going on. I don't know if I'm going to be using this much this week, but hey, it's in here just in case. And then I know I broke down, I had to get it. This is the, I went through my sample first. I made sure that that was completely finished up. This is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance Baked Powder in the shade Highlight, which is 01. This packaging is just, it's so nice. It's so pretty. So gorgeous. I can use this as, I really like to use this to set the center of my face so I have like that dewy glow that I was talking about, but it also works lovely for a subtle highlight, and you can build it up to have, you know, like a brighter, more intense highlight. But that's it right there. Oh, I love this stuff. I love it. Laura Mercier recently is just, she's in like my top 3 brands lately. I'm just in love with this brand. I don't know what my problem is, but I'm in love with that lately. Okay, bronzer. I have my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Milk Chocolate Bronzer, the one that's in my project pan. I repressed it all into the center, so hopefully, you know, won't be taking too long. I'm shooting for this being gone in about 2 weeks, crossing my fingers anyways, but I think it will be, just because I use this as a bronzer and a contour, so it's like getting double usage. I don't just use it in the section here, it's bronzed in the like perimeter around my face. Oh boy, okay, let's see here. I have the blush for this week. I felt like going bright pink. I want to be pink this week. So I pulled out my NARS Gaiety blush. Beautiful, hot bubblegum pink. It definitely doesn't translate as fluorescent on the cheeks as it looks in the pan. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. So that's it right there. Well, that wasn't a very good swatch. I found that this is slightly sheer, which is great because if you freaking pile this stuff on, you'll have like clown cheeks. So that's it, right? You know, the pink one, that would be the blush. I love this stuff, and I haven't been playing with it for a while. It was at the very back of my NARS section of my blushes, and I love that I have just been like going through my makeup and, you know, reorganizing everything because I found so many beautiful little gems like that. Okay, for my highlighter, I have the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. And there she is right there. So pretty. This is definitely, I have a little freaking gnat bite on my hand, but that's it right here. So you can definitely tell this is the Laura Mercier Matte Radiance highlight powder right here. It's definitely way more subtle than the Mary Luminizer. So that's it right there. Eyes for this week. Since I have the pink cheek that I want to work with this week, I decided to do more of like a cool tone eye, and so I got one of my eyeshadow bases that's kind of like a beige shade. The limited edition color tattoos that they just released recently, like what, 2 months ago or something. This is in the shade Pure Nude, and it's got kind of like a pearly, I don't know. I don't know how to describe this. Like a pearly look to it. That's it right there. It kind of looks like my highlighters that I have that I'll be using. That's it right there. That's it in the pot. Kind of slightly reminds me of the one that I just finished up that was in my project pan. For eyeshadows, I pulled out one of my favorite palettes. It's the Urban Decay Naked 2. And, you know, I definitely have huge dips in Pistol, Verve, and what is this one? Foxy. So really big dips in these 3. I'm surprised that I haven't hit pan on those 3. But this week I'm going to try and do looks that I don't typically do with this eyeshadow palette, just because I want to use a lot more of the colors. So I'm using this guy. I love this thing. I swear to God, it's like in my top 3 favorite palettes in the entire universe. Okay, and then for my waterline this week, I have the Rimmel Nude Liner. And then I have, for black liner, I have the Yves Saint Laurent just black eyeliner. It's supposed to be waterproof, but it's just a really soft, black liner that you can kind of smudge out if you want to, or you can just leave it and let it set for like 15 seconds and then it sets and it won't budge. But I'm hoping, I seem to use this entire point down every single time that I use it, so I'll probably have to sharpen this after every use. So if I happen to, by some miracle, use this guy up this week, I also threw in a brown liner, which I'm not quite sure how that's going to go with my like cool tone palettes and stuff, but it's the Sephora Nano liner in the shade Chocolate, which is number 5. So it's just a really deep chocolatey brown shade. That's it right there. And you can definitely smudge these. You have about, I don't know, 15 or 20 seconds to smudge them, and then they set and they don't move. I do like those. For eyebrows, I have my Maybelline Master Shape in the shade Deep Brown, as well as the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Mascara, I decided to pull out my Laura Mercier Full Blown Lash Building Volume mascara. I believe that's the full name. It's like 45 miles long, but I've been letting this kind of sit for a little bit so it's not so wet, and I think it's about the same amazing consistency as my little sample was. Okay, on to lips. This guy's in my project pan. This is the Revlon lipstick in the shade Primrose. I love this thing. It's amazing. Like I've said before, it's a cool tone pink that is like a slightly toned down version of MAC Snob. I love this lipstick. And then I also have my lipstick that's in my Finish 5 by Fall. This is the MAC lipstick, the Matte Teen lipstick in the shade Fun Finds. Awesome progress on that. Check it out. Almost finished with this guy. And it's just like a pinky nude shade, so that's obviously it right there. For lip gloss, I'm just using stuff that I need to finish up. This is also in my Finish 5 by Fall. This is my Makeup Forever Lab Shine lip gloss in the shade S22. I really don't have a lot left in here. I actually took out the stopper, and as you can tell, there's probably maybe 4 applications in here, and then it should be finished up. So there's that. And then for perfume, I have the perfume from Lush that Ronnie sent me from our swap. This is the Gorilla perfume in the scent Vanillary, and I love this stuff. So I'm actually really excited about my makeup basket this week. If you guys see anything that you want to see for a tutorial or like a get ready with me video, let me know. And I thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. If you have Instagram, it's CherishMichelle86. I'll link that down below. And yeah, so thank you guys so much for being my subscribers. I love all you guys, and I will see you next time.